fast, and then you just look at what they were doing in the Pac-12 over the last decade or so, and just it's always UCLA, Oregon. You never know who's going to come on top. Like I mentioned, they've had a couple of injuries lately, and they've had to fill in position and have managed to do so seamlessly, but the depth is kind of dwindling a little bit, so you want to get some of those injured players back, kind of maintain that high level of health, but I do think that this is a Bruin squad that can go deep.
Talent that the Ducks do just that.
Yeah, and they're an aggressive ball club, and you feel like they're out to get somebody. They're out.
So we're moments away from the first pitch. Stands are full here at the Jane. Game 1 of this huge series. We're underway. Right down the gut. See ya.
Maybe looking for a rise ball, maybe something in tight, and she just absolutely paints the middle outside of the corner.
Here's Pola. Covering the ground, Kedri Luchard. This catch, she's coming forward full tilt, isn't she? Here's Woolery. Oh boy. Deep center field, deep, and on the track is Luchard. Woolery just missing. That is a green light that never even hints at turning yellow. Line drive, but right at Bragg.
And just the work she does overall for our sport, for the athletic department at UCLA.
To Sue Enquist, who passes the bat to Kelly. 2 away. That's what I love, is that lineage, that heritage.
That's exciting to see.
So 2 down, and here's McCoy. One of the many freshmen. You look at who Oregon lost, and they lost a ton to graduation last year. And these freshmen and a couple of transfers have stepped right in. McCoy, one of them.
Yeah, look what this team has been able to do.
Ooh.
Heads up.
Yeah. One shy of the Oregon single-season freshman record. Little blooper, center field, no problem. 3 up, 3 down. A nice start for Tinsley in the circle. With Grant this year, anything stand out to you? Is it the slams? Is it the average? What is it?
I think it's just the balance overall. Her on-base percentage, her ability to draw the walk, her high batting average. Bragg is one of those players that, she's just a freshman, so putting her at third base, putting her at shortstop, keeping her in the lineup, you're really building for the success of your program long term. The difficulty of transitioning positions and taking over those.
First collegiate hit, first time at bat, first hit. Oh, look at Sinicki. She can't hang on. The Rawlings Gold Glove winner. That's going to be an infield hit. It was tagged, and Sinicki almost making this sensational catch.
Yeah, and I think if you were to ask Sinicki, should you have held on, I think she would say all day yes, but look at that phenomenal.
Business again, last year's Rawlings Gold Glove winner. Here's Ramirez, making her 15th start of the season. Cox had the huge 2 RBI single in the 7th to lead Oregon's rally against Oregon State on Wednesday. A career high this year in home runs, ribbies, batting average, stolen bases. Hits it right on the screws, Amanda, but right at Slim.
For a long time to make that out.
So here's Patman. First pitch swinging. Grant wants it. She'll gobble it up. Here's Maggie Daniel to lead things off. Ahead. Another K. Man. Tell me when.
Yes.
Hits, fields, pitches.
UCLA is swinging at good pitches for the most part, but Grine has such nice spin on her pitches. It can be deceiving, and the pitch appears to be down the middle, but it is moving.
Boy, and you see Grine just pump the fist, another K. Count goes full. UCLA looking to get Jessica on board with the dangerous Pola on deck. Good piece of hitting. And this is the kind of UCLA lineup. All they need to do is to start a rally. Doesn't matter if there's 2 outs. Just out of the reach of Sinicki. They list Page at about 5'3". You give her a couple of more inches, she probably makes that grab. Here's Woolery. First and second, 2 down. Remember her first plate appearance. Emma Cox. Just late. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, here she is with a 2-0 count.
Did those 2 fist-pumping strikeouts to Daniel and Terry, and how quickly the tables can turn. And look at that hitting, 538 with runners in scoring position.
Okay. So Grind frustrated with.
And Grant, can I be deceptive? Maybe throw a changeup on this pitch, a count that you wouldn't traditionally throw a changeup in. But you're right, if it results in a walk, that might not be the worst outcome.
Grant, deep center field, room for Luchar. Oh, you could feel this stadium hitting 395. Not a lot of at-bats in conference play, 3, 4, 6 coming into today, but obviously Lombardi likes what she sees, and she's been lately a fixture in right field.
These big-time programs, you've got to position yourself well enough. Obviously, the conference titles are...
Here's Kaylin Jones. I love the way this freshman plays, Amanda. Thank you. Jones hitting 298, over 400 in conference play. First-year kids who just now looks like a veteran.
Yep. Yeah, you forget that they're freshmen when you see them in the box, and I'm with you. I love having down in the lineup. I mean, she could easily be a leadoff second, somewhere up there, a table setter, but now you've got a table setter down at the bottom of the lineup. And then a Katie Flannery coming up who's got a lot of power. I mean, I just love the strategy behind creating the lineup and putting athletes like this where they are.
So here's Flannery, the sophomore out of Alabama. First pitch swinging. Room.
But then if the hitters hit the way that they can hit and the way it looks on paper, it should be high scoring. So at some point, something's going to break through. Right now, it's all about pitching.
I mean, this is Tinsley. So here's Slimp. Had that hard hit ball at Sinicki her last time up. That Page almost corralled for a sensational catch. Did drop it, so aboard via the infield single. Ramirez on deck. Ground ball. Page doing her thing, but that's a single all the way. How about Slimp? 2 for 2 for the night. Boy, that's a gutsy play by Flannery to erase that lead runner. Throw down, you can tell that Cox is not. Payoff pitch coming. Nice job by the freshman to stay alive, fouling it straight back. There's the K that Grind was looking for.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it was the UCLA, the Arizona, some of those teams that were consistently there at the very end, winning all the national titles. And then it started to spread, which is so good for our sport.
You bet.
You know, that's fun to see as well. You know, you don't want to go 3 down through 3 innings, but you do get to lead off with your leadoff in the 4th. Close, she's going to make her chase.
Kedry flying out to left field, 2 down. Oh, 0-2. McCoy looking back at Ron Burkhart. She'll have to protect now. Freshman's been starting since mid-February. She's got the 13 home runs and the 38 ribbies. Doesn't walk a lot, doesn't strike out a lot. Gets her hacks in. You can see that baby fly. Wow! Oregon's first hit of the game is a solo homer for McCoy.
McCoy is super excited about that bomb. She was down and they put the ball hard in play and levels it out. Her team welcoming her home because they have waited. So if Terry can get on base, that'll really set the tone for this inning.
Not so fast. Another K for Grind. Strikeouts. They K'd 8 times.
That pitch coming inside, she tucked her hands in and took to left field. That also helps her to protect against the off speed.
Smoke to center field, but right at Kedry Luchard.
But she hasn't let off of that routine.
Ground ball, Sinicki charging. Gets rid of it in a hurry. She's a big moment senior. Chopper right at Bragg. Big out. When this is all finished, look at that. Shaw laying down the beautiful bunt. 2-out rally.
Second base gap, but this one perfectly placed to the right of Tinsley.
12 of 13 in the stolen base department. Oregon is 139 for 153 in steals. Chew on that now. Straight steal. Got it. 13th swipe of the season, and in scoring position is Shaw this season.
It just creates some anxiety when you're on defense to have to make takeouts and those 21 2/3 inning pitched. I mean, that is just leveling yourself up when your team needs it and rising to the occasion.
First pitch swinging. That's what Woolery does. I think that's smart. I just don't want to play with that kind of fire when it comes to Grant.
What Grant's trying to do, keep it inside, go with that off speed, try to get something pulled to the left side.
Is there room for a play? It looked for a moment like McCoy and Cox weren't sure who was going for that. McCoy diving, not able to make the catch.
Play all day if she can get to it. Does look like Cox had a pretty good read on it.
Full count. Left field, big out. Sinicki making sure nobody tags after Kai Luchard gobbles it and left. Grind will get one heck of an ovation. Sokolsky ahead, 1-2. Got her. Oh, pulled the string. 3-1, hitter's pitch. Jones with the high chopper. Oh yeah. Single to lead things off. And Amanda, you are so right. That's the first time Oregon has led off an inning.
She's a kickstarter offensively, and now she's on base with nobody out.
A threat to go. Beautiful bunt, no play at second. Grant aggressively charging and applying the tag. Rosa, the sophomore catcher out of Hawaii, Barely played a lick last year and has been a contributor this year, and how.
Oh, yeah.
Good look at Jones at second. What a pitch by Tinsley. Terrific. You know, she has the no-no against San Diego State, but this is a different beast right here in Oregon. She has been awesome. Well hit. Kendry Luchar. Boom! Oh, the welcome wagon.
Her team's just pushing that lead.
Kendry Luchar, her last time up, but Luchar is one of the best stories in all of college softball. First-time starter, adding power to the repertoire, and having more than a career year. Oh, McCoy had a notion. UCLA riding a 12-game winning streak. Daniel has room. Kai Luchar makes the catch. Just missed on that one. Perfectly positioned is Luchar, 2 down. This crowd, clutch hitter. If you jumpstart a rally, she'd be the one that could do it. Turns on that pitch. Gone!
So you asked about that cushion, and
Yep,
that's why it matters. That's why it matters,
You're
because
reading my mind.
you can see out there the circle. Sokolsky now is kind of shrugging her shoulders like, okay.
Third homer of the year for Clemens. Turning on that one, huh?
Such a good job of getting the hands in tight and pulling it to that right side.
And if you're UCLA, you are thinking, Savannah, you get on, and we like our chances with Woolery to tie this thing up. Little chopper, cue ball, that'll do it. Well played, Jones. So Sokolsky with one mistake, but you mentioned it. That 2-run bomb by Kendry Luchar was the difference, and Oregon takes game 1, 3-1.
Series now, but this game 1 means a lot to Oregon, and I mean, they're at that level. They believe they're at that level now where they can take any team.